man in window, which is going to be Hunden. Another flashbang lands as well, and eventually they have to be able to deal with this man. Finally they come through, but not before he gets himself another kill. And does put things on a 3-3 situation with the flank coming in from behind.
Even still, a 3v3 is a difficult retake on the B site. In the pistol round, it's a lot more doable just based off having those USPs and the chance to swarm onto the site. There's not going to be much utility as well normally for the T's to actually try and hold on to this KARRİGAN. He's got the USP at the back of the site. He had a very good first map, but Roy is going to dome him straight out. Nice work from Frozen to at least clear the player peeking from another angle. Now they have at least a little bit of defense, but Bubsky already finds one. It's left onto Frozen. He needs the headshot here, and he isn't going to get it. It's Roy to close out the round. Mad Lions, they have the pistol. They have the start they needed.
Obviously, as we said before, both teams with a little bit of different hopes when it comes to this tournament life. Mousesports looking to take the title. Mad Lions looking to get into playoffs. And right now, WOXİC, I think he's going to take this game into his own hands, at least with that first shot.
Yeah, and then mid-battle is actually going to be really tough. Frozen walks in. Bubsky, he needs to do something heroic here, and Frozen is more than prepared for it. You'd almost question who was the one who won the first round with how this weaponry has just dominated the Mad Lions. Hunden needs to try and basically just escape. He was hoping to maybe catch a kill on the way out, get himself an extra little bit of money. I think the plan there was to maybe trade out the smoked in order to get the kit, but performance already 5 kills into the board here. I like the attempt though. Flashbangs through Bubsky. He's going to get 2 deke shots. The scout isn't going to connect another, and Bubsky's gone ham in this round. Even still, there's a couple of players to deal with. They've actually managed to get the bomb, but I don't think they quite realized it. It was a little bit further along. Frozen, he's going to have to fight versus 3. Almost manages it. Bubsky very low. And now it's left onto the Estonian to try and fight this one back. I think he spotted Bubsky running towards long. At least a decent amount of information. He's got to be wary that there's a second player on this site. Hunden's going to go down. Bear in mind, Bubsky's very low on HP. Can't really afford to take this fight. And again, I don't think they realize that the bomb is currently on short. So Rup's not having it. He has to go on a retrieval mission. This might be a little bit off-putting for some of the remaining CT players with where they're actually going to be facing. But they have now started to surround in on it, leaving Rups in a tough position. The spray through is going to leave him in an even more difficult spot, but he finds the kill nonetheless. But he needs that final frag, and he burns down to 11 HP. It doesn't matter what happens from here on out. Bubsky just has to run away. Rups does not have enough time to go and get that bomb down on the site. And because of that, Bubsky not only going to get 4 kills, but he's going to win by surviving.
The stack Frozen to push out long. KARRÍGAN being picked off the wall. WOXÍC just waiting for his opportunity to return this one.
Instead, it's actually going to be 2 trades coming back. Chris J and Rups. That's the A site completely opened up. Retrieval of that SG as well leaves the weaponry firmly in the favor of Mousesports in this position in the round. And I imagine we're going to see an attempted retake. The only issue is, sure, you've got the incendiary onto Shush, a singular flashbang, but there's no smoke. It's going to be a fairly open plant as well. Leaving that long presence will be fairly difficult to take back. And even as this smoke looks to fade, there's going to be a man waiting on the other side. The CT side also taking quite a long time there. They've had to switch things up because that smoke is there. Bubsky already tagged low on HP. It's basically just going to come down to who's favored when this fades. And, well, neither. It's actually going to be WOXÍC who's favored. Another 2 kills picked up for a man who is pretty much a menace when it comes to Dust 2. I'll be honest, I think if he wasn't in this roster, it probably wouldn't be anywhere near as favored a map as it is, but having one of the best AWPers in the world definitely helps out.
So back and forth rounds now between these two teams, really trying to fight for that solid. Might have the opportunity for a nice kill or 2. WOXÍC able to actually drop him from this one. Now the SG's out of the hands of Mad Lions. They're going to try to recover it, or at least look to recover it. Molotov blocks it off as well. Shush gets a kill through middle with the scout. Look at this. You can see Roy. They really want this weapon. Oh,
nice work from Shush. He needs to get rid of Chris J, and he's being given opportunities to do it as well. 3 kills off the back of the scout. There are just big plays round after round at the moment. And he just, this is ridiculous. He's going for the ace at the moment. Just one more needs to be connected. And Frozen just peeking back. Surely this is going to be it for Shush. A ridiculous round off the back of the scout.
Extremely hyped up for this. Push coming out long, though. Mousesports looking to silence the Mad Lions. They almost do it with Frozen alone there, as you can see. And Bubsky has actually pushed out towards middle, gets a kill in towards lower, and he's already behind them at long. I think there's a potential to expect this, though, since they did lose a player there, but no one's currently even looking in this direction.
Switch up of weaponry, but that could be enough. The peak timing's not too bad. What a shot from WOXİC. Using that scout once again, but this smoke has not covered Rops completely. I wonder if he might even want to go back and try and retrieve that SG instead. A slightly better weapon rather than the Galil that he's currently holding. They're trying to just find space, but now the smoke is completely gone. You can see Akor's just going to be waiting on the cross. Peek in, and Rops finds the kill nonetheless. And Shush not quite quick enough. Once more, we're going to see a 1v2 situation. And they know roughly where he is already. Bomb is going to be planted. The nade could be enough, though. It could kill off WOXÍC, and that's exactly what it will do. It's going to be Rops into a 1v1 now, already tagged relatively low on HP. And Shush just trying to peek the angle, trying to find him over the top of the smoke, knowing that peeking through this would have high risk behind it. The other risk, though, is that he currently doesn't have a kit. And whether or not there is one on the ground, we can see it just behind him. He's going to be going for the fight, and he's going to find the kill, pick up the SG. And I think he should have time anyway.
As he was in the prior round before. And Shush again, back up east side. Can they deal with him this time? They get the dink onto him down to 12 health. And finally, they actually do stop his reign. And they get full control of the B side. If you're MADLIONS here, do you just almost save at this point? You know they're a little bit under-equipped. And with Frozen, maybe if he gets that kill in towards middle, the call would be made. But they do have a man flanking from behind. It's Bubsky. Hunting looking for Frozen. You'll spot him out.
That's such an impactful kill. That means that their rotation now can come back into the site. They also have a man advantage. Roy has actually managed to get very far in, but he gets wrecked. And Chris J has another flank in through the door. A double kill from him. And this game is... He has 3,700. I don't know if he has realized this.
Well, he might not need to buy a gun if WOXÍC keeps hitting shots like this.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Chris is just like, okay, WOXÍC's going to hit some nutty shots. I don't need to buy. I'll just save.
Well, this is the first time we've actually seen an AWP in play. Considering we're going into round number 8 at the moment, that is quite a surprise. KARRİGAN ready for the aggression, but he is only going to be able to get one. Even still, B site firmly under the control of the T side. They've been able to take that control thanks to WOXÍC basically killing everybody as they tried to cross. And Roy, well, should have been a free kill, but not quite able to hit the taps. It will be 4-4. On the other side, Chris J back-to-back with a couple of players, and, well, not this time. Hunter's going to win this out. Wow, it's only going to go from bad to worse. Bubsky has just been ruined on shore. Chris J runs across and kills off Akor, and they've lost half their team within a matter of seconds. Roy doing his best as Rops ends up just taking his own life rather than giving the frag away. Even still, they're going to be left in a 3 versus 2. I don't really know if they're going to go for this as well. With Roy so low on HP and Shush as far away as humanly possible, this looks like a save.
I would imagine so. Maybe Roy can get an exit kill. I think, though, he needs to focus on saving his weapon. Oh, and Shush keeps running. Frozen's going to know he's here. Yep. They're still going for it. He actually ran around to go for it there.
Yeah, I don't really know how they expected to get there in time. Like, that was already the bomb down to about 20 seconds when he was just getting to long. Like, the amount of time, even if there was no one in his way, it would take another, like, 8 this round at least. Just going to be the scout. They try and dual peek WOXÍC, and they do actually tag him, but
it's WOXÍC.
He doesn't miss.
Yeah. I'm trying to push out long. Rops gets himself a quick double, and honestly, this game's taken a complete 180, Tom. Like,
a little bit of a non-believer. Even still, I'm glad to see Akor back onto this AWP. It's going to be an early trade with Bubsky getting aggressive. WOXÍC just peeks his angle. Roy is just looking to scurry away because WOXÍC's just been peeking in and finding kill after kill. Frozen will be traded out in the meantime, but this man on Dust 2 is an absolute joy to watch. Chris J as well is putting up numbers, and they've got the 3 of them to try and get rid of Hunden and Shush. Now, of course, Shush has been the main threat for them so far on this B site. Hasn't had so much to do over the last few rounds, and not because there haven't been players to kill, but because he's been on the wrong side of the map the majority of the time. Looking like he will be pressured this time, but you can just see the patience from Mousesports. I imagine this is just KARRİGAN singing sweet nothings in their ear as they look to try and make the plays further into the round.
You know, you mentioned Shush, and 2 of the 4 rounds that MADLIONS do have, one of them was because he aced.
Yep.
And another round was the pistol round where he got 2 kills and delayed for a long time for the rotations to come through. So why wouldn't you avoid this man? He hasn't been able to make that impact because of that, but he might be able to have it here. 3 players of Mousesports going to be walking into the Lion that is waiting. There's the first kill coming through as well. Unfortunately, it's going to be 1 and done. Now it's on Hunden, and a 1-on-2 could be a big win for them if they can pull this off.
Clutch in a pretty tough position. The nade is going to at least do a little bit of initial damage, and there isn't actually anybody watching the window, although Chris, as I say that, will switch his gaze, and well, as easy as you like, that's going to be Mousesports getting their 8th round onto the board, but yeah, tag onto Hunden as well. Just doing damage down mid, over 100 ADR with an AWP, which not the most common thing you'll see in the world, and there's going to be pressure into tunnels. Unfortunately, the only man here is Rops, and this is the last person I would want to be walking into with an SG looking into a very small area.
I really want to know, what is it about Dust 2 that makes WOXİC so good at it? You know, like, I'm trying to wonder, like why can't you be that good on every map?
I think this map is just
map layout.
It's an AWPer's paradise. There's a lot of like long-range positions. There's the initial duel. Oh, no, yeah. Might have wanted to get a little bit closer there, Hunden, but very aggressive. Clearly things not working out from the CT side perspective, so they try something a little bit aggressive. They've even got a double AWP peeking mid at the moment, and Bubsky is going to be able to find one, but a quick reaction from KARRİGAN could give them the sight. WOXİC just ruined Acor. As said, he's one of the players that I said need to perform on this map if they're going to have a chance. WOXÍC has had his number all through the map.
Oh my gosh, to hit that shot as well when he saw the second player. I know there's at least one more here. The other's flanking around behind them. It's going to be Bubsky. In the meantime, the bomb's going to be planted at the A site. WOXÍC, though, he's his own raid boss. Finally, Bubsky's able to shut him down. And now it's going to come down to a 2-on-2. So, I mean, there is an opportunity here for MADLIONS to win this. I mean, the Bubsky's going to be in a great position. The problem is they don't have a kit, though. And I would almost imagine this would come down to just a save, maybe look for exit frags, unless Bubsky can hit this first shot.
I think they have to go for it. They have to, just because of the amount they are down by at the moment. Miss again. It's Rops isn't going to just go barreling into the site. This is ballsy. They're going to go all the way down. The auto sniper from KARRÍGAN, though, is just going to shut them down. That is as dirty as it gets in Counter-Strike. They're going to hate him for that. I think any Danish rivalry is going to be maximized from what KARRÍGAN just did. And it leaves Shush alone with a scout. He's going to be killed down mid.
At least within the early parts of the half.
Until the 9 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
And then it was
Let's ignore the 9 rounds.
If we ignore that, then it wasn't that dominating. If you take that into account, then maybe it is. But yeah, good start. Roy is going to take down Froze, and KARRÍGAN peeks in and he hits both headshots. Oh dear. It's going from bad to worse, but Bubsky is going to be able to pick off one more, still leaves them in a man disadvantage, and Rops has managed to get so close alongside WOXÍC. He's actually going to be jumping up. Flashbang leaves them by, and they're both behind the smoke. WOXÍC's already found one, and Roy just trying to continue from where he picked off. 2 kills to its name. He needs to double it if he's going to stand a chance, and just using this smoke to try and hide. He manages the first, but doesn't expect KARRÍGAN to be this close.
At the edge of the smoke here, and the player's actually going to rotate around, so he's going to hear this. He's actually going to go for the chase. WOXÍC, in the meantime, trying to defend on towards the site with KARRÍGAN there, but KARRÍGAN gets his head cleanly taken off, as well as Bubsky getting the kill onto Chris J. Acor taking down Frozen. And this little bit of a switch has worked out for them, but WOXÍC, he still has a scout. You have to respect this. 14 seconds left. They need to get this bomb down, and I don't think he's going to be able to stop this one from being planted. Oh, that's so close.
Yeah, the issue is they're all so low now. He doesn't even need to be using this scout anymore, but he's still doing it. Already getting his 3rd kill, and now he's found an AUG to just double this up at the end. WOXÍC has made this nearly impossible for Acor. Can he hold on in this scenario? Look at Rops' position. I don't think he's going to be expecting him here, and just an insane amount of damage done by this man. He is absolutely running riot in this server at the moment. Bear in mind, that 2nd kill that he gets,
to be fair. WOXÍC again. There you go. Punches Acor as he try to go in through middle. And the rest of the players are actually over towards B halls. And Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what MADLIONS can do here. They've kind of forced up into this. They have the 2 Galils in the MAC-10. They still have a Deagle as well for Shush, but well, Shush has been quiet because Mousesports did a really good job of just preventing him from having the same kind of impact within the first 3 rounds that he did have. Remember, he had a Scout Ace. He had the 2K in the pistol round when he probably should have only had 1 max.
It's definitely been a slowdown from him. Bubsky as well was able to get up to a little bit of mistage in the latter rounds, but either way, here we go. Push onto the side. WOXİC's going to be here once again with the AWP. Smoke expended to try and slow them down. They have gone a little bit further than maybe expected. He's avoided about 15 flashes at this point. And that does mean that they're going to be able to get the bomb down on the site. Even still, a man advantage, pretty much every avenue covered, except short. That may be the only real haven, and Bubsky looking to come around from behind, but it's being watched. Another shot hit from WOXİC, leaving just 2 standing. Make it 1 as Roy has to try and clutch. He's even going to get tagged through the box. There's nothing he can do here. Another round on the board, another fantastic round coming off from WOXİC.
There you go, just mowing them down. Eventually able to get out, though, and get the first kill. KARRİGAN, well, they expect him to be here, and they will finish him off. Frozen, in the meantime, has been able to get 2. But that first nade, if that didn't miss, I feel like MADLIONS would have all been on like sub 20 HP.
Yeah, well, a couple of them died just from a few random bullets being sprayed through by Frozen, so those nades were absolute filth. They have managed to finally gain long control, which has actually been something they've struggled to do over the last few rounds. We noted in the round where they had to actually rotate all the way back and just play through short because of the late smoke that was being utilized by Mousesports. I don't know if they're going to expect Rops to be here, but he has found all of the information. They've been able to sneak past him. Is he going to check for Acor? He will, but he shoots a bullet. Even still, manages to get back around the corner. He's also making space in the meantime, but Frozen won't capitalize off of it. Roy in a decent position here. His teammate needs to help defend him. I'm actually curious to where Acor's actually gone. He's left him out to dry, and now holding the angle is going to be the AWP. Rops could just go for the defusal, but they want the kill first. And WOXÍC is there to at least put 1 onto the board for himself. Mousesports,
he doesn't really miss too many. He's actually going to push through this first smoke as well, and Roy. Yeah, this is not looking good here for MADLIONS. Already down a man. Last round potentially of the series and of Katowice for them.
I think that was even their play having to change in the mid-round, because it looks like they were going to try and pressure onto B, but not having any tunnels control, you can't really go for anything of the sort. Chris, being underneath short in towards their spawn, is going to hear the footsteps. And because of that, we're actually going to see a switch up in setup, more dominant over onto the site again. A nade initially goes in with the incendiary to at least slow them down, get rid of the amount of time that is left on that smoke. Chris just waiting around the corner, but more importantly, they've left Frozen in the corner of Goose as well. So even if Chris goes down, I don't think they're going to expecting Frozen to be here. KARRİGAN chimes in. Frozen might not even need to do anything because they're being cleaned up 1 by 1. It's Bubsky left to ace it just to survive, and they stack on each other.